The clip on my mic may have broke, but that's not going to stop me from talking about my favorite film of the 2022 Sundance Film Festival, Something in the Dirt. I loved this movie. It's incredibly simple. It's about two guys who figure out that there's some weird anomaly in one of their apartments, and they make a documentary about them trying to figure out what it is. First they think it's ghosts, then they think it's something with gravity, then it gets more tangled and confusing as the movie goes on. But that's what I loved about it. This is a very straightforward movie presented in an incredibly convoluted way that is exactly what it's going for. I know it's very easy to call this convoluted because there's a lot going on, and even at times it feels like things that don't really matter or things aren't progressing. But at the end of the day, that seems to be what it's going for. It seems to be more about human connection than what this mystery is in this apartment. The majority of the movie is these two characters just interacting and talking, and I loved that element of it. I think these two are awesome.
If someone came to you and they were just like, look man, you can go make movies for the rest of your life, that is no problem, but you don't get to go make movies with your friends anymore, would you continue doing it?
Without a doubt, no.
Dave?
No.
And it's written, directed, and starring these guys. They did everything, pretty much. I think they even edited it and produced it. And it's just them. I mean, you get some other couple actors here or there, but it's just them for the majority of the movie. And what they're able to do with these characters, with the writing, with the directing, in such an enclosed space. Most of the movie, I'd say 75% of it takes place in just an apartment. And what they're able to do in this just tiny space is really remarkable to me. It's actually pretty inspiring to watch a movie about just a couple of friends making a movie. The movie is all outside the box. It's very limited in terms of its budget and its special effects. There are a little special effects here or there, but it is a lower budget movie that makes the most out of its budget in ways that works very, very well. It gets crazy near the end. There's a lot of craziness going on. One of my favorite elements of it is just the meta quality it has. The two are making a documentary about finding this anomaly in this apartment, all while the movie is about the documentary and these characters, but these characters are also recreating things that happened to them for real for the documentary. So it starts to blur the line between reality and fiction, and their reality and their fiction, in a way that I found incredibly compelling, and it kept me on my toes constantly.
Part of the visual language of the film kind of also comes into the edit a bit, because it has all these cutaways to other things, kind of documentary style. It's a joke we've always wanted to play once or twice in a film, but we never realized that it would actually completely define the way that this film looks and feels.
Is this in the reality of the movie, or is this the reality of the filmmakers in the movie, or is this the documentary in the movie? Even the title, Something in the Dirt, the characters say that they should title their documentary Something in the Dirt. Just a lot of stuff like that I really like. I don't love when a movie comments on itself, but the fact that the movie is making a movie inside of a movie, I appreciate that. I like that a lot.
There's a bunch of our childhood footage matching to these characters. And it's very bizarre now to think it's like, well, there's these two characters who aren't us at all. They are now exist on their own. They're out in the world. We have distance from performing as them. They will increasingly become their own thing. And they have stolen our childhoods.
And I think these two really sell the movie. I think they completely carry it. Their performances are great. A lot of the dialogue is really great. And you get a good understanding of who they are, too, in terms of characters. One of them is this really analytical, science-based guy who also operates in a apocalyptic doomsday cult. And I found that incredibly compelling. And the other one's just like a stoner surfer bro. He's not a surfer. He goes spearfishing, but it's more or less the same type of character. And the analytical guy always writes off what the stoner bro has to say, because he kind of views him as maybe not inferior, but not as intelligent as him, even though it's clear that the stoner bro has as much intelligent things to say as the analytical guy. And there's a lot going on there that I enjoyed. It's just a really fun movie. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see it again and watch it with people to see how they react to how odd it is. I give it an 8. Check it out as soon as it's available.